Welcome back to the Foundation in C# course. We're currently in Module 9. In this lesson, we're going to be adding the booking search method code. Okay? So your homework is to add that method, or actually update the method that searches the bookings for a set of entries. Now, you probably shouldn't have any extra classes or models, but you are free to add them if you really think they're necessary. Okay? So get that working. Pause the video right here until you're done. Okay, I'm assuming you are done. So let's come over here, go to our app, and go to our data, go to SQL data, and we're looking here for the search, the bookings. Let's collapse this down. And right here on line 64 is our search bookings, which has just this one line. We're going to copy that, go to SQLite, and collapse this down, and collapse down this one, and this one. And now we have our search bookings, which we will paste our value in here, do our string SQL equals at couple double quotes and a semicolon. And we're going to remove this true. Don't use store procedures. And we're going to look for the store procedure here. So bookings underscore search. That's this one right here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it into my SQL. I will fix the tabs, the spacing, so it's a little better. I'm going to remove, this is a big one as far as number of columns, but it's not too complicated. Let's remove the DBOs. And I think that might be it. So let's put our SQL here. Whoops, not inside the quotes, outside the quotes. There we go. And let's just see if this will in fact search our bookings. So I'm going to save this, see if we kind of do one more look over real quickly, just make sure we haven't forgotten anything else. I don't think we have. So let's go to our desktop app. We're going to set it as a startup project. Make sure that it does have a setting for SQLite. It does. Fix the fact that we're returning back the wrong values here, but otherwise it's working correctly. So let's fix the dollars. So var output equals, and then we can say at the end return output. And then before this, we can say output dot for each, and x dot price equals x dot price divided by 100. That's going to update all of our pricing. Now let's go into the code, just because we know the one entry, I believe it's here, that's this massive value. That was a mistake that we fixed. So let's just fix the data as well. That way we don't think that the problem is in our code. It is not. It was in our code originally. We fixed it. So it's no longer in our code. So let's run this. And we're going to search for Corey. And now we have, we still have values that are too big. That's interesting. Why is that? Well, they changed the price, but not the total price. So let's just copy this. And you know what we can do? Let's cut this out and put curly braces here. And then let's inside here, we're going to say x dot total cost equals x dot total cost divided by 100. So now I'm doing a modification of two different lines. That's why the curly braces allow me to do that. This is an anonymous method. All right, it's a lambda expression. Let's run this again. And we're going to type in Corey and hit search. And now $215 sounds a lot more reasonable. And $20,000 still seems very much unreasonable. But $200 is correct. Let's go back and look at our code or our values again. Total cost. You know what I never did? Never wrote the changes. Do a search again. And this time we have the correct values. So it looks like we're actually missing now we have Tim Corey. Oh, we do have all three. So the scrolling is just a little weird. We should probably have the scroll bar a little bigger because of the size of our rows. But now we have all three entries, and they're a much more reasonable pricing amount. 215, 200, and 200. And the reason those two are the same price is because of the same number of nights for the same style of room. So that's all we needed to do to get this search for bookings to work. In our next video, we're going to wrap this up by adding in the check-in ability.